Hello, I'm Joey Bell, and today I'm talking about the physician. From lines 411 to 444, the physician is introduced. Yet the narrator doesn't tell the reader how he looks. We get to learn that he's one of the best at his job, but he does have some flaws. From the get-go, we learn that there is no one quite like the physician that we meet. The narrator describes him by saying on line 412, no one like him in the world, no competition. It obviously means that he is the best of the best. Not only was he good in medicine, he has a knack for astrology. Astrology is the study of the movements and relative positions of the stars. By the way the stars would align is how the physician believed what medicine would help the patient heal. Whether the stars align or not, the physician would get the job done. On lines 420 to 422, the narrator states that from hot, cold, wet, or dry it be, he truly was a great practitioner. There was truly no one like him because he uses astrology, and no matter what, he follows through and finishes the job. Being a physician, he is very healthy. The narrator states in line 435 that his diet was as measured as could be. By this we can tell that he lives a moderate life and that he doesn't fatten himself up. Even though he tries to live a moderate life, we can assume that he doesn't have the best personality, so much so that the narrator states he could barely be called a Bible student on line 438. It shows that since he doesn't read the Bible as much, he might be not very well behaved. The narrator continues to explain to the audience that the physician is in the job for the money but not for the happiness of helping people. Being this great physician, he does in fact get paid the big bucks. With his gold that he earns on lines 439 to 440, the author states that he decked himself out in scarlet and azure with taffeta and silk. These were very expensive clothes back then that signaled that one had money. Through finding out his love for riches, we come to know that he is in it for the money. The narrative states in lines 424 to 427 he'd give a cure without a further pause, for readily apothecaries headed. When there were drugs or medicines he needed, the profit might be shared for everyone. Their fellowship not recently begun. The physician would basically diagnose the patient as fast as he could so he could make as much money as possible off of the patient. By connecting the physician to the modern world, I like to think that he is connected to the rapper Tyga. Tyga is very wealthy, and he is just like the physician because he spends his money very extravagantly, and he is also in his job for the money. A song that I think the physician would like to listen to is Billionaire by Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars in the first line sings, I want to be a billionaire, so freaking bad, buy all of the things I never had. It relates to the physician because he wants to be rich, buy everything he wants, just like Bruno Mars. Finally, through no one like him, healthy but bad personality, loves for riches, in it for the money, and my modern connection, I can conclude that there is no one other like the physician. Even though he is healthy, he doesn't have a very healthy personality, and because he is so talented, he gets quite greedy when it comes to his earnings. Thank you.